Go. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Marketing Monday on August 7th. My name is Jackie Pepe, and I'm a hot mess, but we're going to have a good time today. So let's go into presentation mode. Cool. Let's minimize this baby. And we're hot to trot. Okay, so let's start this week with a thought. And that thought is, if you don't like something, change it. If you can't change it, change the way you think about it. We're going to play some mindset games with ourselves to try to be the most flexible, most open we can be in the next month, because as website changes come down the pipe, we're going to have to be flexible. We're going to have to change the way we think. So let's start practicing that now. Can we agree that that's a good idea? Give me a yes if you think. Awesome. I love that. So let's open it up. Today is the final day of the 1 liter Royal Almond body oil, 1 liter for free with your first $200 order. So a lot of people were asking, does that count for consumers as well as consultants? I haven't been able to test it, but my assumption is every $200 order, it would work. However, if somebody knows better, please let me know. But it's only one time. You can't take advantage of it more than once. I love this because not only is it the perfect way to front load your month and get your month started on a strong foot, it's also like a really cool product, a really killer product that everybody wants. So I think you can do a lot with it. 1 liter of Royal Almond body oil makes a ton of samples. If you think about it in that business buildy kind of way, think of how many samples you could make and how much almond oil you could get on new folks' bodies with this promotion for free. So wrap your mind around that. Today is your final day to take advantage of that for you, for your teams, and everyone. So keep working toward that. We also have back in stock the Moisture Replenish shampoo, all the way back in. Ready to go, right? Yes. Ready to go. So send that out to everybody who's been missing that product. I bet you could get a 200 bulk order like that to complete that Royal Almond too. And then special attention to the Botanical Expertise Trio Special that's in here. The shampoo is back in it. So you get to, it's shampoo and conditioner, and then you get to choose the hair mask, the oil, or the shine spray. I'm a big fan of this bundle. My hair is happier ever since using the argan oil hair oil. So I fully recommend. And yeah, it's $6.33 or 33 cents per item at 50%, which is like banger. I'm a fan. All right, so this week's special is the hand, feet, and babies, just like random but fun, tender moments and spa faves. So some of the highlights at the 50% commission for me is the spa foot duo is only $14. The tender moments colognes are $9. The split end repair capsules are $10. I'm also living for those. So idea, schedule some foot spas this week. I know you guys like to do them with marbles. I think that's so luxurious and fun. My daughter does them with Orbeez, the water beads, because apparently 10-year-olds have a lot that they need to detox from their feet, I guess. But loving the scrub and the cream from the foot duo, digging it. And you can always upsell with a nail lacquer. You can always upsell with other products that will make it a better experience. So my idea is to schedule some foot spas this week. And then there's a free gift with 3 Tender Moments products. The Burpee Bib is the free gift this week, which is very cute. Questions, comments, concerns, compliments on any of those things? And reminder that I can't see you. So if you have
with the split end repair capsules,
Yep.
That's also a great thing to be able to split up into samples. So if you were to stock up while it's cheap, it's a cheap way to hand out samples of those. And once people try them, they love them.
Yeah, I love that. And it never occurred to me because they're the capsules, you could just hand them out like candy and tell people not to eat them. But that's awesome. That's such a great idea. Thank you. All right. So we have our social calendar for the month, but we're going to take a deep dive into weeks 2 and 3 coming up.
Jackie,
Yes.
Betty had her hand up. I know you can't
Oh.
see the image or the videos, but
I can't see. So come talk to me.
people were raising their hands to speak, so.
Oh, great. I would love it if you guys just would, because I can't see you.
I just have a question, just real quick explanation. How are
Yeah.
you guys using the argan oil on your hair? I don't understand how to use that.
I just use it in the bottom, like the bottom part of my hair down here. And then kind of work it in the bottom and then move it up underneath like this and lift it up underneath
Dry or wet?
when it's wet. Just a little bit down just before you dry it. Because if
So
you don't dry it, it's all greasy and you don't need very much. Just a couple of squirts off that pump. It works really good.
I
Okay.
have super dry ends, like my ends are like straw. So I use it actually on dry hair, but I only use it, I spray it onto my hands and I only use it mid to length. I like can't do it. You can't do it up here because it'll get greasy, but like I feed my ends that way.
Okay.
So,
It's
sorry, but
great. It's great to use before heat tools
Yeah,
on your hair.
Yeah.
Okay.
sure.
but only put it where the damage is, right? If your hair up on top is really good, just put it where the damage is, which is usually mid to low,
Right.
right?
I don't even think of it that way. My hair smarts tell me that you have to feed healthy hair too. But if I'm gonna use it on dry, like on dry, blown dry hair, I'm gonna use it mid to end so that I don't get greasy at the top. If I'm gonna use it on wet hair, I'm okay going close to the scalp because you have to feed healthy hair too. You don't
And
want to
then
just
feed
feed
it from the
starving people.
roots.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
Okay. 'Cause
Betty,
Yeah.
Betty, it's Pat. I use the argan oil for a hot oil treatment, as well as use it on a regular basis all over my hair, and I have natural hair, so
Yes.
it's really helps with any dryness, and it really feels good. Just need a little bit of it on there, but I think you can just about use it just depending on your condition. And argan oil, a lot of you may or may not know, it's a product that's used a lot in African American products. So you might want to focus on some of your women of color and their hair, because a lot of times I've heard people say that JAFRA is not for African American women. Well, I just beg the difference. I've been using this since argan oil has been here, and argan oil, as like I said, is a top ingredient in for growth, also hair growth.
It's really good for cuticles too when you do the nails. It's really good for your cuticles. It's a little bit.
Yes.
Oh,
Many use
Argan oil is like the closest thing to human like oil that
Yes.
exists, right? Yeah, back
Right.
me up on this, Miss Pat. So like it is healthy for your skin, for your cuticles, for your hair. It's healthy all over because it's like the best oil
Yep.
ever.
great to know. And I do have a couple of African American women who are wanting shampoo. I'm so glad our shampoo is back. I've been using it since it came out. I'm like, "Ah." So I'm really glad, but my hair is really healthy because I cut it often and it's just really healthy, and I've been using JAFRA shampoo. So I've been reluctant to use the argan oil, but I'll use it now when I'll use a little bit of it. But I'll also recommend the argan oil to those actually team members and customers. So thank you, ladies, so much. Appreciate it.
Yay.
Not to diss on the argan oil, but that hair mask is
Oh, I use it all
phenomenal.
the time. Yeah.
If nobody I mean, if you have not tried that hair mask, do. My daughter turned me on to it, and she has a lot of thick hair, and she absolutely swears by it.
I
Is
alternate
anyone,
between the conditioner and that. I do the conditioner once, one shampoo, and the next one I use the mask. Been doing that for years too.
I
It's
love that.
wonderful.
Yeah, and the argan oil also is really good for your cuticles, in case you didn't know. It's really good for that as a moisturizer.
The
Maybe you
hair
are.
mask did an amazing job on my daughter has super long hair. I don't know if any of you have seen her, but she has like waist length hair, and we've been in the pool the entire summer and her hair is starting to feel crunchy.
Hey, what do you want?
From the pool. So I used the hair mask on her last night and it restored like the cuticle of her hair, and it like feels so much better and it's not crunchy anymore. So that is an A+ for all of the hair products, guys, for
Yeah,
sure.
Total Hair Care is amazing with JAFRA's line. Are they gonna come back with the volume control?
I don't know, but I'll ask.
That is, I love that. And I sold a lot more of that than I did the moisture. So
Is that the a shampoo?
it's a shampoo and conditioner. Yeah, just has a more of a green label on it.
Mhm.
Okay, I will ask Mayam. She's my go-to.
Thank you.
Shall we move on to social calendar?
Yes.
Yes.
Greg, let's go. All right, pals. So we have a social calendar. Again, if you want to chime in, please just do so because I can't see you. Where did my mouse go? Perfect. So let's deep dive into the first week of our social calendar. It's National Smile Week, you guys, and that coupled with JAFRA birthday is the best. So today is Happiness Happens Day. How stinking cute is that? So my thought is to spread unapologetic joy all over the universe today. Helen, if you could share like your happiest JAFRA memory, that would make my heart burst open. Share it on your Facebook stories, on your IG stories. Make folks smile today. Make today about unbridled joy. Tomorrow, we'll just keep carrying on through Smile Week. Ask your clients to share photos of themselves smiling with their favorite JAFRA lip product on, right? So you can share what the lip oils or the lip stains or the lip colors look like on different faces. And you're also getting to share pretty smiles of all of your clients who you adore. So I think that's fun and a nice way to be interactive without being salesy tomorrow. Wednesday, we have National Lazy Day, and I am the mascot of National Lazy Day. I'm wearing a shirt from the top up, but I am wearing pajama pants on the bottom today. So share your Lazy Day self-care routine. Today, what I did was I did my hair. And that was non-negotiable for me today to feel good, even though I'm in pajama pants. So share what your Lazy Day non-negotiables are. If you get up every morning and wash your face, or if you can't go a day without wearing mascara, share those things that make you feel awesome even on a lazy day. The 11th is Thursday. It's National Son and Daughter Day. Those of you who've been around for a long time, I would actually really love it, and I challenge you to ask your kids what it was like to grow up with JAFRA. Talk about or ask them about how growing up with a direct seller parent or a direct seller aunt, if you have nieces and nephews, whatever, how those things change the way they look at work, change the way how they look at business. Ask if these things have shaped them. Have a conversation. I think that's a really beautiful way to kind of segue into the legacy program for us. It's such an individual thing. No other companies do this. Like, other companies make you retire and we help you to move forward through your life. And I think that's really beautiful that you can gift your business to your children if they want it, right? So maybe on Thursday, ask what it was like to grow up. I can't wait to ask my kids what it was like in 10 years. Ask them what it was like to grow up with a direct seller mom and like what that perspective that gave them. So anyway, that would make my heart happy if you guys thought about doing something like that. Friday the 12th, let's make it official Face Mask Friday. Do a face mask live, do a JAFRA Q&A while you put it on. Bonus points for doing a duet. I think it was Carol that did a duet with a faraway teammate on Facebook, or do it with your business bestie, or invite your business bestie over and do face masks together on Friday. Share the benefits of products while you talk about JAFRA or you talk about something having to do with skincare. I think that would be so fun. And I've always had a lot of success doing face masks live because people will stop on like your Instagram stories or on your Facebook Live and be like, why does she have something on her face? Like, it gets people talking, which is fun. And then don't forget, it's JAFRA's birthday month, so you can play with that all month long. If we get to have birthday months, so too does JAFRA. So schedule birthday bashes online and in person all month long. Deal? Yes. Let me open it up. Is there anything on here that sparks an idea? Is there anything on the Let's Get Social this week that you want to try? Open up some mics and let's talk about it.
I wanted to just say Diana Driggs did a really cool thing a couple years ago,
Cool.
called multi-masking. And, you know, instead of multitasking, she did multi-masking, and she had 4 of the different masks, one on her forehead, one on each cheek, one on her throat. And she did the Malibu, you know, the spa, the volcanic, you know, so you could do 3 or 4 masks and talk about each one of them. And there's a really good thing to talk about why masking is so important. I have it if anybody wants it. It's the 8 things that may happen to your skin if you don't exfoliate, you know. And we have, I'm sure you have consultants and clients that use their skincare, but they don't use any mask because they think the mask, you know, they think all these weird things about masking, and that's not true. So if you need the thing about the 8 things that will happen to your skin, just let me know, or I'll put it in the WhatsApp. I'll put it in the
Yeah.
leaders WhatsApp.
That'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
I don't have WhatsApp, so can you throw it in the chat?
We can throw it in the Facebook group. How's that, Bonnie?
Okay.
So Carol, did you make those 8 things up, or is that something you saw in a magazine?
I saw it on a website it's not a website that was selling any product, as far as I know. It was just talking about the 8 things that can happen that may happen to your skin, you know, like dullness, you know, hair growth, you know, there's a lot of things about, whoa. And I have so many people that think the mask is going to dry their skin out. And I go, that is so far from the truth, you know.
You have to use the right thing for you, right?
And I learned from our previous esthetician, Sonia Adele, that we should change it up and not just use the same mask. You should use a moisturizing mask part of the week, at least once a week, and you use the more exfoliating mask the other time of the week. And she changed my whole perspectives. So I use, you know, spa mask once a week and the volcanic the other part of the week, twice a week, sometimes 3.
I love, there's a concept in masking. If you have an on mask and an off mask, and it's a really easy way to put masks in categories. So an on mask is something that gives to your skin, whether it's moisture, a specific oil, a specific kind of like a sheet mask is an on mask. Anything that gives to your skin is an on mask, and an off mask is an exfoliator, anything that pulls things out. Okay, so I like to, or have always liked to, share with clients that when they're doing their skincare, if you're taking something off, you always want to put something on. So that was a multi-masking kind of tool that I've used, that if I'm going to exfoliate, I'm going to get the blackheads extracted out of my nose, I'm going to do anything that sucks moisture out, I want to make sure that I put moisture back in to my skin every time, so that I'm giving my skin as best of a balance as I can, if that makes sense. We're gonna mute it there because I'm a squirrel. Okay, super. So, any questions, comments, concerns, compliments about this week, or shall we move on? I'll move on, I guess.
Yes.
Perfect. I like audience participation. Okay, so let's look ahead to next week. Okay, next week is kind of all over the place, but we're gonna run with it. So Sunday is Military Marriage Day. You could focus on booking spa experiences for couples, or honoring gals whose partners are deployed with some self-care on Sunday. I absolutely open the floor to anybody who has great ideas, or anybody who is a military spouse, because I am not. So anybody who has great ideas for that for Sunday to share, I'm down with it. The 15th is National Relaxation Day. So it's different. Lazy is different from relaxing, right? So next Monday, we're going to think about ways that we can promote chillness, right? DIY spa treatments for just relaxation and being centered. You can book a party, I think would be great for a relaxation day, in home or on Zoom. Everybody attends in their fuzzy slippers, their headbands, their bonnets, whatever makes them happy, and have fun laughing and relaxing with friends and show them some tools for self-care. I think that's great. On Tuesday the 16th, I'm thinking that it would be fun to run a booking blitz that day. So you take 30 minutes, maybe 2 sessions of 30 minutes to make calls and send texts to fill the rest of your calendar for August and September. There is nothing better than having a full book and knowing where your money is going to come from, right? So when you're booking, think ahead, block out the days that you are unwilling to do parties or work, and schedule the rest of the time. I'm over here looking at my calendar because, like, it's the Bible, it's what I live and die by, right? So mark out the days that you're willing to work and not willing to work, so that you don't schedule by accident, and just do the darn thing and schedule yourself a good booking blitz for Tuesday. Wednesday is like a week late for foot bundles, but challenge yourself and your teams to sell 10 foot bundles this week, because it's I Love My Feet Day, and why not? I would not participate in I Love My Feet Day, as I have dancer feet and they are from the Dragons, but I know that a lot of people love to get pedicures and get, you know, free, like yummy fuzzy socks. So that's a super fun pampering experience. So sell 10 foot bundles this week and challenge your teams to do the same. Okay, go with me on this. The 18th is National Fajita Day. So, you know, when you're in the Mexican restaurant and the fajitas come out and you can hear the sizzle and everybody looks at the fajitas, I know that you all know what I'm talking about. What's JAFRA's fajita product? What's the thing that makes everybody look and say, whoa, I can hear the sizzle on that? What's like the thing that is like the big wow product that we have? Feature it. Feature it on your socials and make it shine. Give it before and afters. Someone posted recently really beautiful before and afters of a product. I think it was like an eye serum that was just like those before and afters were amazing. So make that day about JAFRA's fajita product and feature it and make it shine. Okay. On the 19th is Men's Grooming Day. Men, remind your audience that men deserve self-care too. Ask for men to be product tester volunteers for you, to get free samples on their skin, because men should be taking care of their skin and washing their face. Set up somewhere where the boys are, whether that's somewhere like the tennis club, or like work with a barber, partner with a barber, or go to your gym, wherever, like the Y, wherever the men are that need to be washing their face, go ask them to be product testers for you and remind them that they need self-care and that they need to be taking care of their skin as well. And then the 20th is such a great day for us. It's National Honeybee Day. So focus on the bees. You can set up a tabletop at a tea shop or somewhere that has local honey. That would be fun. Or pick like a bee conservation group to highlight something that shows that we are honoring the honeybee today. And then share also RJX, sorry, share royal jelly, share why these products are so powerful and why we need to conserve and save the bees to be able to keep all of those things going for us. So questions, comments, concerns, compliments on this upcoming week, or next week rather. And remember, I can't see you, so just say words.
I like the idea of asking men to be, whatever you said, product testers.
Yeah.
I go to the Edge gym once in a while and do a tabletop. In the beginning, I had some success with getting a few new leads, but most of the time I get people to say, you know, sometimes I'll be selling like a few little hand cares or whatever, and they'll say, well, I don't have any money with me, because they don't bring money to the gym. Are you going to be here next week? You know, kind of thing. I'm like, no, but I'm going to have to figure out how to maybe have little sample cups made up of maybe the new line. Maybe that might appeal to men. I have no idea. So,
it's fragrance free, so they can't be like, it smells like a girl.
Right.
And it is super nourishing. Men need collagen as they age. Men need collagen as well. So that plant-based collagen in there is gonna really be top notch for them. I love that idea, sharing the Novo. I think
You
that's
know,
great.
I just thought that some of those car washes where you take your car and you wait in their reception area for ever, sometimes it seems, for them to get through washing it and detailing it, that might be a good place to go to set up a pop-up, because a lot of guys will go there, a lot of women will go there, but they're not, at least here, they're not chains where you have the issues of having to check with some corporate office. They're just like local yokel businesses. And that might be a good place. I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, check it out. Do some recon and let us know. Does anybody have an idea on what JAFRA's fajita product could be? I have a couple ideas.
Royal
Face
almond comes
oil,
to
I
my
love the
mind.
face oil. Go ahead, Cecilia, sorry.
Just said royal almond comes to mind for me.
Mhm. Me too.
Yeah, I love it. What else?
Royal Jelly Lift Serum Concentrate. I believe that almost everybody sees that fill in the lines immediately. I have a new client that was not using the product I sent her weeks ago, and I see her on Zooms. I've never met her in person, but she's younger than I am, and she has really, really deep creases between her eyebrows and around her mouth. And she started using it. I saw her on the next Zoom, and I wrote to her privately on the Zoom, how many days have you? She says, I've used it morning and night for 2 days. I said, I see a difference in the lines on your face, because you usually see it happen immediately. At least I do. So I
that
say,
is
but it's on sale, and it's on sale. I mean, it's a one-time like zap. That's a sizzle.
that's a sham wow if I've ever heard one, right? That makes everybody look.
You know, years ago when that product first came out, and I have told this story a gazillion times, Lou Munholland, who many of you knew, decided to try that product on half of her face. And Lou has gorgeous skin, absolutely gorgeous skin. She's probably 10, 15 years older than me. But she used it on half her face for a couple of weeks. And right after that time period, we were having a regional meeting here in Atlanta. And I looked at Lou across the room. If you did not know her, you would have thought she had had a stroke, because one side of her face was so much more, was so firmer, it was lifted more, it was plumper. I mean, it was, you could tell the sagging on this side versus the lifting on this side. And we all said, Lou, you can't do this test anymore. I mean, this is getting to be too noticeable. You know, you've got to start using it on both sides of your face. But you're right, Carol, that lift concentrate is to die for.
I remember when, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I
Tina.
remember when that product first came out, one of the ways we marketed it was to people who were not using JAFRA and didn't want to use JAFRA because they already had their own favorite line. But we marketed it as it's a good kickstart to your skincare. You can use this with anything that you're currently using. And I think back then serums weren't all that popular anyway. That was our first serum. So anyway, so you know, it's a great way to introduce people to JAFRA, like Carol said. So.
And Helen, you give it away, don't you? For birthday gifts?
Yes, I do. I give away 2 bottles for their birthday. Okay.
I like it, Helen. Get them hooked, girl.
Yeah, and they always reorder, and they're my clients forever. They love it.
I give it away too. Whenever I get a $400 order, that's what I get with the Hostess purchase. I stock up and I give 1 or 2 bottles to people. That's what I have in my bag right now, is 1 bottle of it in a little thing. That's what I'm giving people right now.
This month it's on sale.
That's right, girl. Oh, I love it. Okay. Anything else that we want to add for looking ahead social calendar? Yeah, go for it.
Just a comment on the lift firming complex. I have my oldest consultant and she's been with me for 40 years. And she's right at 90 right now. And she just ordered 2 bottles of the lift firming because we were talking last month. Hey, she's used it already. And we were talking about the flabby skin under her arms. And she started using, I said, well, try the complex, just put it all over your neck everywhere. And she started putting under her arms, and it's amazing how it's tightened up under her arms. Her face is just so smooth. She's always had great skincare since she's been using JAFRA, of course. And she just loved it. And she just ordered 2 bottles of the firming, as well as the neck firming complex also works really well. So for firming, but you can use it almost anywhere, and it will firm. So
That's bonkers, and I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
I give away the lift concentrate when I'm out and about prospecting, and I tell them that it's not with the skincare set, but when you get the skincare set, you can get that for 50% off, and it is a segue into getting the skincare set. So they have both.
I love it. You guys, this is such a fajita product that I never
Jackie?
knew about. Yeah. Hi, Miss Inez. What's up, girl?
Hi, I just want to give Dee a little tip about what she's doing at the tennis court or wherever. Next time, just have one of your favorite products and put it on them, and tell them to, here, try this, and I want to call you back and see how it works for you for the rest of the day. And that way she can get the lead, and also she got the product on them.
I love it.
Yes.
It's a good idea, girl.
Yes.
I love it.
Now, what is the name of this product again? You said lift firm and concentrate, because I'm trying to look it up.
Yeah, it's on sale. It's in our August catalog. It's on sale. And lastly, I put in there something that Donna Hayes gave us, and I have it many years ago. It's a little paper that I roll up. I put it in an organza bag, and 2 people get the little tops with the funnels, but there's only 2 in each box. When they're on sale, I break them up and I put them in little organza purple bags, and I put inside of it what the product is and what it does and how much it costs with my website, my phone number, and it's called Botox in a Bottle. Our previous contractor, Sonia Adele, esthetician, and many people call it Botox in a Bottle. So it's wonderful. So it's the Royal Jelly Lift Concentrate Serum.
Comes in 7 bottles, 7 little bottles.
Right.
Okay.
It's on page
And,
15 in your brochure for August. If you want to see
Right.
the
And
special.
you use less than, actually, I think it says it's a 14-day treatment, but it really, really lasts longer than 14 days. You don't really need to use as much, and you'll find that out as to how much your skin will absorb of the oil, and it does go into the skin very nicely. So just know that it will last longer than 14 days. But be careful calling it a Botox treatment, because it's not, and we don't want to. You have to be careful with what we say nowadays in JAFRA, or we'll get pulled over.
Well, that's why you
does
put
look
it
so.
in,
You only
you
need
put
like
it
a
in
dime size.
quotation marks. You
Yeah.
put it in
But you-
quotation marks because it's not
Okay.
Botox. That's why it's called, it's like getting Botox. It's called, that's what our former esthetician called it. And there are many products, and you go Google stuff, there's a lot of things. If you do a hashtag, you're going to see lots of things come up called Botox in a bottle.
Okay.
Yeah.
With that, to
Also,
follow
it's
up on
not
what
a
Pat-
oil, it's a serum.
To
Yes.
follow up on what Pat was saying, the instructions on that do say you're supposed to use 1 bottle in 2 days. And we had a training once where we actually put a quarter of the bottle on certain people's faces in there. If you want a real infusion and firming, if you're going somewhere really special, you can do that. It
Yes.
does take a while for you kind of have to massage it in, and it does take a while for it to absorb, but when you do, it just feels phenomenal. But,
Yeah.
you know, most people, like Pat says, most people don't have the time to do a treatment like that. You know, a 14-day treatment like that, and they do just use a little bit every day. So
Yeah, it's like a top secret in a little
Mhm.
bottle.
I like
Oh,
that.
I like that.
All right, Pat.
And
I
also,
love it. Go ahead.
also the royal jelly lip serum is a great thing to do at a tabletop, because you just put it on the top of one hand and not the other, and they can immediately see what it does.
Yeah.
It's good for all skin types too, so.
Oh, sorry. I just wanted to share really quick what I do with the Royal Jelly Lip Concentrate, because I think it's really good too. So I do have a client that actually uses it for her daughter, because her daughter had really bad acne, and our little tiny bottles actually took away her acne. And so what I do is I actually sell the little tiny bottles for $12. And then for the new people, I sell them for $12, and then usually they end up liking the product. So then I just tell them, since they bought the little tiny bottle for $12, when they're ready to buy the whole package at the 53, I just discount the $12, and then they just take the whole thing. So I just wanted to share that with you guys.
Oh, that's fun,
Good
Mary
idea.
Ann. Yeah, awesome. Well done. Anything else? Questions, comments, concerns, compliments on that week?
I'm gonna just add one more thing, because I remember
Yeah.
the Lou Mulholland story. Thank you, Cheryl, for underscoring that. And I had someone at a party years ago that had had plastic surgery, because my consultant, who's now a consultant, she whispered to me and said, she's had plastic surgery, and the woman loved it. It actually, a woman that had plastic surgery a couple months before, that lift serum lifted up her plastic surgery procedure, and did, because I only do it on one side of the face, so they see what it does, or one side of the hand. So if you're going to do one side of the hand or whatever, we saw a difference of it lifting her skin after having plastic surgery.
Fancy.
I want to add something about that royal the lift concentrate.
Yeah, Gina, go ahead.
I have several clients and consultants that swears that it has helped their rosacea. It's like the one product that has helped them, and they get rid of that redness and dryness that you get from rosacea. So that is one thing that I recommend a lot for people with rosacea.
My rosacea takes that note. Thank you so much.
Well, and
I just have to share something really, really quick, because Carol sparked my mind when she was talking about the surgery. We have because my leader is actually in the Spanish market, so we have one of the ladies that's at our table. She actually, when our Royal Jelly Defy Lift Eye Cream came out, she was actually going to get surgery for her eyes because they were hooded and she can't see. But when that product came out, she started using it, and her surgery was completely canceled because her eyes lifted, like the little skin, it went up with our Defy Lifting Eye Cream. I don't know. Carol just said something. I was like, oh gosh, I got to share that, because that was like, wow. And she was there. We saw her. And I was just like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. But I just thought I'd let you guys know that.
Lord, I will cover my ears while you share those testimonies. I love it.
Okay, but I'm going to tell you something. There's a secret to doing that. So when you put that on, you've got to make sure that as you're putting it on, you lift up the upper lid. Okay, you don't just slap it on like this. You're going to lift it up, because that does make a difference.
I'm like over here taking notes. I feel like, how did I never really hear about this product before? It's been 7 months, you guys. What are you doing to me?
There's so much to know. I
There's
want to
so
just
much
say
to know.
one more thing about the lift concentrate. So the reason why it works so wonderfully is that Jackie has told us that, and sometimes there's so much to hear that we just can't take it all in, is that our royal jelly lift concentrate is the closest product we have to pure royal jelly. So that's why it's so wonderful. And that's why it, helps with the rosacea and the acne and the lifting. And it's the closest thing we have to pure royal jelly.
Right. And it has a liposome delivery system in it. So y'all can Google that, because we've spent a lot of time on there, but it has a liposome delivery system in it. that is phenomenal. And that's one of the reasons why it's in the little milk jugs and not one big bottle.
Oh,
I will be
I didn't know
Googling that. Excellent. All right, we're gonna move on so we have time for the rest of the show. Where's my share screen? There it is. Awesome. Okay. So, you guys know how Jackie and I love a theme. So this month's theme for all of our marketing is royal. So I want you all to just take a quick peek at this and see how many of these things, these activities that you can incorporate into your team and your own business this month. So for me, as I look at these, what's the most important piece is having those parties and those personals or whatever, getting product on people. So setting your goal to having X amount of parties or personals during the week, I think is a huge game changer for your business, but also it helps you to go forward. So if you do, like I suggested earlier, the booking blitz, I think that was next Tuesday. If you go ahead and book yourself out as far as you can into September, you're setting yourself up to make money later. And when you think of it that way, parties and personals are money today, but booking those things forward are money later. And then offering the opportunity, if you go next door, is future dollar bills, right? So I want you all to have maybe the best fall and holiday season you've ever had this year. And you're going to do that by booking ahead. You're going to do that by planning your success. So as you look at how to have a royal birthday for JAFRA, I really think that why is the most important piece. It is awesome to be consistent on your social media. It's awesome to gather your new leads and get your follow-ups done so you have reorders. But honestly, parties and personals and gathering folks is where it's at. So with that, JAFRA should have, I don't know if they did or not, because I didn't get the email, should have sent an email to submit your parties and your gatherings for the entire month to be entered into drawings on JBI. So if your team is not in JBI, make sure that they get there so that they can participate in that kind of fun interaction for opportunities for gifts and other fun stuff this month. Okay.
How do we report that, Jackie?
You know, it's a funny question that I don't have an answer to because I've not seen it myself, but I'm told that there's a form that has come to y'all through email, and I've asked for it this morning, so hopefully someone will send it to me. There's a form that comes that you report the party or the personal or the gathering of people. You submit a photo and you comment on the results. So how many people were there, how many people tried, how many people booked, and you go out and do your events and then report back for entries into that JBI drawing. But I've asked for more information and I'm hopeful that I will have it for y'all
I
soon.
think I saw that somewhere, but I don't
Awesome.
remember. Yeah, I don't
It's
know.
not on, it's on JPI. If you go to JBI and you scroll down and you'll see Monica, I think, not Monica. What's
Yeah,
her name?
Monica. Yeah, she'd
Yeah.
be the one that posted.
Talking about not Winter Wednesday, something Thursday. I don't know.
Yeah,
what
They're
it's
doing
called.
on Thursdays at 2 o'clock.
And
Yeah.
yeah, then if you
Exactly.
read through that, you'll see a link and it's like a Survey Monkey thing, something
Oh.
like that.
Awesome.
Okay.
It's different than what we would expect because I remember going in there and putting what I had that day and I'm like, I don't really have results yet. So I wasn't really sure what to do. So, but anyway, that's where I found it on JBI. I may have gotten it in my email, but you know, I got lost.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Because I have only seen the draft. I've not seen the completed version. So that's very helpful. Thank you.
It's in Spanish too. It's on JBI
In
in
Spanish.
Espanol and in English.
Awesome. That's good to know for teams and everything. Yay. So when you look at these, is there anything that stands out, anything that you're willing to commit to? You can throw it in the chat if you want to, so that we can get through the last little bit today. But anything that you're willing to commit to this week to be the best possible version of your business possible. I challenge you to do those things and do one more, because you can, Jan Day always said it, right? Do one more. Is that something she said?
I will offer the opportunity to 3 a day.
Yes. Okay,
Yes.
Sarah. I challenge you. Do it.
Okay.
I
Go,
love it.
Sarah.
Go, girl. All right. So
I'm
the
telling you,
last thing that
Sarah.
we're gonna hold you to it. The last thing that I wanted to talk about today was just some conversations that I've been having with some of you about fear in social media and sharing your business online. Fear of not having the right tools, fear of not marketing correctly. So I just kind of wanted to go over some of these things. And I read a blog, this was last night, kind of late, but so I included it kind of on the fly. But the direct selling CEO had 5 simple tips to being visible in your business and making it not scary. Okay, so what's something, and I'll just take one of you, what's something that is scary to you about marketing on social media or doing your business on social media?
Not knowing what to say, but
Yeah.
I'm getting over it.
That's good. I'm glad. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of unknown. And the more I listen to y'all give me the feedback that you need help with your socials, the more I understand that it's not because you don't know what to talk about, and it's not because you don't know your product or know your business. It's because there's a lot of unknowns when it comes to social media. So let's focus on these 5 ways to kind of not get over it, because that's impossible, but tips to help it be not so scary. So the first one is to step into your most confident self. And I know that sounds kind of she, but here we are. She suggests not saying fake it till you make it, because being fake online is, you can totally tell when somebody's fake online. So just think about what the most confident version of yourself would do in this scenario. Like you're trying to do a Facebook Live, or you're trying to write a post and you just feel like
Just getting ready
the
to get
whole
up.
world is so scary and you are afraid to share, right? What would the most confident version of yourself do in this situation? And do that. If it's, this isn't working for me and I'm so mad at technology and the internet and I want to throw it all in the street, what would the most confident version of yourself do in this situation? And do that. Always trying to put yourself in the mindset of your most confident self. Like, honestly, even if you don't feel it, just think about who that person is, what goals and directions that person would take, and go for it. That's not to say that you shouldn't practice and prepare. So that's the next one, is if you're scared to get on live, if you're scared to do a Facebook party, if you're scared to get on Instagram and try doing stories, if you're scared of any of those things, practice, observe other people who are doing it the way that you want to, prepare, have notes, do whatever you got to do to be that most confident self going into it. If you have a business bestie or an accountability partner, or your sponsor is awesome, or your manager is awesome, go to that person and say, hey, can I practice this on you, because I'm freaking out? And you know that they'll help you, because that's what business besties are for, right? When you're trying to serve your clients, the easiest way to be your most confident self is to project everything that they need, right? So if you are feeling insecure about what you have to offer on the internet, thinking about that other person and how you can help them and how you can solve a problem that they're having, or help them feel like their most confident self. Like, I heard all these testimonies on Lift Concentrate, and there are people out there who are insecure or upset, who want this solution that this product, that this super sizzly fajita product will give them. So get online, open your mouth, and talk about it, because if you're afraid to talk about it, you're stealing a solution from these people who trust you. Focus
I have
on other
something.
people.
Oh,
Yeah, go
sorry.
ahead.
I have something to share. I think with social media, it could be a little bit scary because I know that I used to be scared, but before I even got social media, I got YouTube and I was scared. And that's because no one's even live on YouTube, but
Right.
I ended up doing it. But one thing that I can say is that if you guys, because even just knowing, it's a mind thing, even just knowing that you're going to go live, your heart starts racing, your hands start sweating. That doesn't happen to me anymore, but that would happen to me.
Yeah.
So one of the things that I can recommend that you do is go live, but don't even show your face. Just unbox something because nobody can see your expression. And you could just kind of like breathe. I don't know how to explain it. Like it's a relief just to know, okay, whew, I'm live, but no one can see me. I'm showing my product. And you might get stuck. It's okay. You're gonna get stuck. That's gonna happen. But if you don't step out and do that, you know, you won't get better at it. But I feel like we need to get that in order for us to go live. Maybe we should just like do a little live and just, you know, show the cleanser, like face the camera, the cleanser, and be like, this is the cleanser that I'm using today. And I use it every morning, day and night. It lasts up to 3 months. I don't know, something quick and simple. And then that's it in the live. And you know, and then you just get used to that and it just kind of gets better and better. Hopefully that makes sense, but I recommend
totally
you try
makes
that.
sense. That
Yeah.
totally makes sense. And that actually segs really beautifully into the next thing, which is to just be yourself, right? If you're scared to go live or you're scared to put yourself out there on social, you don't have to be perfect. You are going to mess up, like Marianne said, like, it's okay. Be yourself. Be authentic, I'm an absolute messy mess and I own it, right? Like just be who you are and don't worry about knowing everything or sounding perfect or being this unattainable, perfect model of a business. Don't worry about it because nobody's perfect. And the authenticity that comes through the screen when someone's like, meh, you know, when someone is their true self, is really relatable and it's really beautiful. And that's what builds trust, is knowing that I'm not perfect, you're not perfect. Let's go out and be imperfect together. The most relatable leaders in direct sales are not the ones with the perfect hair and the perfect eyebrow, like laminating and the perfect way to deliver all the information. The most relatable leaders are the ones that are just like you, that are just like me, that are just like other people, because you want to join with someone that you see yourself in. You want to join a business with someone who reflects your values, who reflects your authenticity, who's silly, who's fun, who's willing to embrace their mistakes, right? So be yourself no matter what. And then last is to start small, but just start, right? If live videos scare you, do something else. You don't have to follow anybody's guidebook. You do what's right for you every time. I don't ever want to hear that you were forced into doing something that made you uncomfortable. I don't want, and discomfort is different, and two different discomforts, right? Like if I refuse to go live because I'm anxious or nervous about it, I'm going to do it to overcome that fear, right? But I don't want to hear that we sent you into the lion's den to do something that makes you just scared out of your mind, because that's not worth it and that's not your authentic self. You follow your map. Nobody can tell you exactly what to do to get results, because it doesn't matter what somebody else did. It doesn't matter what somebody else thinks is the perfect equation. What's the perfect equation is what's right for you. And you will find what's right for you as you naturally follow your own path and as you follow your own steps. And maybe it doesn't look like what worked for me, and that's okay.
Can I share something?
Yes, please.
Okay, I just attended a seminar and one of the speakers said, do it messy, do it imperfect, do it scary, do it anyways.
Yep. That's right. That's
And
absolutely
I remember back in the day when we started fielding, you know, talking to strangers and how scary it was. But I found the more I did it, the more comfortable I got. And And it really is about focusing on them and not on us, because we're our worst critics.
Mhm.
So
It's
I
absolutely true.
agree. And I also want to share, going back to what Jackie said about being relatable. I feel like relatable makes you attractive
It does.
because, you know, people start, they start seeing themselves in you. And some of them even think, oh, I could do that even better. So it's actually, you know, a good thing. And another thing that I just want to add is I feel like we shouldn't compare ourselves. And I feel like sometimes that is like the worst thing that we could do. I'm guilty of it too. But, you know, we just have to remember that we are us and we are unique and we're special and it's good to just be you, just the way it is that you are. And I've noticed that, I've even had, I have maybe like 4 people that have sent me message. I just had one yesterday recently because I went live for the happy birthday of JAFRA. And she actually told me that she'd been following me for like 3 months. She's like, I've been watching you. She's like, and I would like to join your team, but she still felt afraid. And it just, I was telling my husband, and I was like, wow, like, isn't it crazy? Like, we are our worst critics. Like you say, we're there thinking like, oh, ain't nobody watching, or you know what, I got on live and there was like 0 viewers. It's like, oh no, like the Facebook messes up all the time. The other time I had a client and I was live, I saw like 12 people watching me. And then on the other girl's thing, her screen said that there was 14 people watching. And then like it's just messed up the way the Facebook works. And then sometimes you don't even see the comments. So I would just say, be you. Remember, relatable makes you attractive, and don't compare yourself. You just do you and you'll be just fine.
That's right. I love that, Marianne. Thank you. I feel like I've had this conversation over and over for the past several months, that it doesn't have to be my plan or Marianne's plan or Cheryl's plan, but it has to be your plan. It has to be what works for you. And like, I can't tell you, I can give you ideas, I can give you thought starters, I can give you social calendars, but it has to be your plan that moves you forward. And it has to be what feels right to you to move you forward. And you will always be more willing to do things when it comes from you, right? Like intrinsic motivation is so powerful. I can't motivate you. I can inspire you. I can give you ideas, but I can't motivate you. You're the only person that can motivate you. Okay. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to try something new. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there. If social media makes you get hot sweats and hives, come talk to someone who uses it, right? And say, what do you do? Like Maria Bryant is out there. She's right here, right? I can't see you, but I think you're here. Maria, yeah, there she is. So Maria is out there doing Facebook Lives from her bathroom, right? Doing masks on her social media. Go talk to Maria and ask her what she does, right? Share amongst yourselves the things that work for you, right? Any
I
questions?
Yeah,
go
I
ahead.
wanted to add something. If you're afraid, do what I did with someone that was afraid. Do an interview, do a duo with one of your leaders or one of your consultants to get them. So that way you're the one that's running it, but she's talking. And I offered that to Pat and to Lisa, and we can do a Facebook Live. We don't have to be in the same room. You can do a Facebook Live duo anywhere with anyone. You can do it with a client who wants to give her testimony. So try that. And then you ask the questions and they just talk and do it off the cuff. It doesn't have to be perfect. My internet was bouncing all around and I go, hey, we've had almost 100 people watching that interview with one of my consultants, and you don't know who's watching you, as I think the lady was saying. And I actually was watching you go live and you commented, oh, Carol, thank you, because you were showing scarves and everything, because I happen to be looking. But I'm offering that to my team as well. I will do a Facebook duo, and if you're comfortable, then do it with someone that's not comfortable to get them comfortable.
Yeah, I think that's great because the buddy system, right? We're safer in pairs. Well, guys, I have to get ready to go to Connecticut. Dia, I'm coming for you. I have to like put on real pants. I have pajama pants on. But I am so excited. I thought today was really fun, and I look forward to hearing more of your ideas. Get in the WhatsApp, get on the Facebook group, share inspire ideas, work together, and be the leaders that we all know you are. Yeah? Say yes.
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 Awesome. I will have this recording up as soon as I get to internet in Connecticut, and I adore all of you, and I will talk to you soon, okay?
Be safe.
Thanks,
Safe,
I
Jackie.
everyone.
will.
Drive
Great
safely.
meeting,
Bye.
Jackie. Thank
Thanks,
you.
guys.
Yes, great,
Love you
great.
all.
Yes, love the meeting.
All right,
I'll see you later.
Bye-bye.
all right,
Bye.
bye-bye.